This video was a long time coming, guys. Before Sunrise movie scene adventure. More like a scavenger hunt. But anyway, let's get started. So this is one of my favorite movies of all time. It's part of the Before Sunset Trilogy. All three movies are fantastic, but this has to be the most romantic film of all time. At least I think so. So, of course, my first time in Vienna, what did Chris and I do? We replayed the whole movie and went to all of the movie scenes from the movie in Vienna. It was fantastic. So, the first place where it starts is obviously in the train. I have taken a train from France to Vienna, but unfortunately, I did not end up at Westbahnhof. So, we started here at number 7, track 7, when they decide to get off the train together and take some time to get to know each other in the beautiful city of Vienna. The characters Jesse and Celine, played by Ethan Hawke and Julie Delpy, decide to start their adventure here and sort of figure out what they want to do with their time in Vienna. Really, it's just an excuse to get to know each other. They're super flirty. It's the 90s. Let's get off a train and go on a romantic adventure, of course. Yeah, I guess I should have stated this from the beginning, but this is full of spoilers. So if you still want to watch the movie before watching this video, please go ahead and do that. Pause the video right now, come back later. Yeah, we're going to take you step by step through the whole first movie. The next few scenes are taking an old tram around Ring Boulevard with our two main characters. There's a lot of iconic conversations here. They're really getting to dig deeper into each other's personalities. It's really cute. They're sitting at the back. It's super scenic. And this is just a really fun way to get around and see the city center anyway. If you guys are planning on taking this route, I highly recommend it. We did wait a few extra trams just so that we could take one of the older ones. Not all of the ones on this line are old, but yeah, it's worth the wait. So wait for an old tram and follow their footsteps. Next up, we have the Alt and New record store. The exterior has not changed at all since the filming of the movie. And inside, you'll find a lot of memorabilia from the recording of the movie. There's posters everywhere from the movie, and in the back, you can see where they had the recording booth, but that was just set up for the movie. And I think the coolest part about checking out this record store is that you can actually listen to the song by Kath Bloom that they listened to while they were there. So the owner's really cool, and you can definitely check that out on your adventure. Next is Maria Theresienplatz. Forgive me for my pronunciation. I think it sounds more French than German. But anyway, this actually is one of my favorite places in all of Vienna. I absolutely adore the Art Museum and the Natural History Museum. It's honestly just a cool place to hang out. It's so scenic. It's so beautiful. So the next scene is in the Cemetery of the Nameless. It's a really special place, but it's a little bit too far outside of Vienna. The history of this cemetery is really important, and they go into it in detail in the movie, so I recommend you looking it up, Googling it, or watching the movie to find out more. The next movie scene location is at one of my favorite places, again, in Vienna, is at Prater, which is the historical, old-timey theme park that they have. It's amazing. They have a few different rides like this, but they still have the old giant Ferris wheel, which you can hop a ride onto. They have a cool museum about the Ferris wheel, and the views of the city are some of the best that I have found. And in the movie at this point, obviously they've gotten to know each other quite a bit. The sun is starting to go down. This is the beautiful scene where they kiss for the first time, and what a place to kiss. Of course, if you're with someone while you're going through this scavenger hunt adventure, I highly recommend waiting till you get to the top and giving your partner a kiss, because Pretty beautiful, pretty amazing, pretty cheesy, but that's part of the fun of it, right? Next up, we have Kleines Cafe, which is in this beautiful square in the first district, only a stone's throw away from the Stephansdom um, Cathedral, which is probably the most iconic landmark in Vienna. But this place was really special as well. It's just fun to walk around and see everything there. Then we head over to the 900-year-old church. This was really cool. We got to see it at night as well. It's very quiet. Not many people are there, even though it's in central Old Town. Um, but it was really fantastic to see this place. The next location is the Donau Canal, and it was really special going there. There was something magical in the air anyway with us doing this little adventure together, but we didn't meet a poet there like they did in the movie. We actually met an art professor who was sitting there, and I'm still friends with this professor to this day, but we had our own little interesting experience there. And then off to the arena, which was a really cool establishment. I got to go in for a while and see everything, even though there wasn't an event happening there at the time. Um, but I can only imagine how fun this place is when there is an event happening. Funnily enough, the guy working there actually had never heard of the movie, even though I pictured there had been lots of other people who had made their way to the arena and some of these places to take pictures and really experience what was experienced in the movie. So, speaking of experiences, this is Cafe Sperl, and we love this place. We've gone back multiple times since. It's super fun. It's just a vibe in there. I don't know how to describe it to you guys. It's a vibe. It's super old. This place makes the best Zuckertorte, and it looks the exact same as it did in the movie. It's just a really cool place. Go check it out. Okay, by now these guys are tired. They're falling in love. They spent the whole day and night together, and they're in front of the Albertina, right in front of the lit up opera house at night. It is a spectacular view, and this is probably the most memorable of all the scenes in the movie. At this point, the couple heads to the Roxy, where Jesse tries to convince the bartender to give him a bottle of wine because he doesn't have any money at this point, and Celine puts a few glasses of wine sneakily into her purse so they can go drink in the park. After a romantic evening in the park under the stars, and who knows what else happened, they head here to the iconic spot in front of the Albertina as the sun is coming up. It's at this point in the movie where they realize that they don't know what they want to do. They get to the train station and they're about to walk away from each other forever. And Jesse turns to her and says, "Let's meet in 6 months' time on this exact platform on this exact date. And if we're both here, then we'll see what happens." It really is the most romantic movie ever, guys. You have to check it out. If you haven't checked it out, you got to watch it. Watch all three of them. It's life-changing. It's amazing. Journalists and critics even argue that this is the most accurate display of true affection and love in any movie shown in history. And I'd have to agree. So thanks for coming along the journey with me, guys. And if you are ever in Vienna, if you get a chance to watch the movie, please follow in their footsteps because it is a beautiful experience. And what a way to relive one of the most classic love stories of all time.
Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that like button. And if you have any comments or questions, leave them down below.